With just under 7 weeks to go before we hit the polling booth, Mitt Romney and Barack Obama are pulling out all the stops, and that includes hitting up some of their most famous friends. Things could get a little weird, whether it's Clint Eastwood talking to an empty chair or Letterman almost getting naked with the president.
What do you mean, shut up? Okay, I thought it was just because somebody had a stupid idea of trying terrorists in downtown New York City. Maybe that was it.
So does Hollywood really have an impact on who gets elected? Joining me today from Los Angeles is HuffPost host Jacob Soboroff, and again here with me in studio, senior editor Kim Seraphin, who is also a spokesperson for Mayor Rudy Giuliani. All right, guys, Mitt was on with Michael and Kelly this week, and he talked about how he doesn't keep up with the Kardashians, he loves him some Snooki, and he watches Modern Family. Now, what exactly does this mean? Does this change anybody's vote? Anybody who hears this information, Jacob, are they changing their minds in the voting booth?
You know what, Hala? I don't think it changes people's minds. I think maybe it can help people warm up to a candidate one way or the other. People, for better or worse, supported George W. Bush because they felt like he was a guy you could have a beer with. You see President Obama using Cal Penn in his ads for the Democratic convention. I think it's something that candidates use to relate to everyday Americans. But honestly, I don't think it's the reason that people will end up voting one way or the other for a candidate.
Kim, do you think that someone's making their decision because, oh, look, my guy likes Modern Family, but he's not into marriage equality, I'll vote for him?
No, I mean, nobody's going to change their vote because they're going to say, oh, Eva Longoria is supporting the president, I will vote for the president. I don't think any of these people specifically change votes, but why they go on these shows, why they go on Kelly, why they go on David Letterman, is because they're reaching out to an audience that's not watching the early morning Sunday political talk shows, that an audience that's maybe not reading the op-ed page of the New York Times every day. So you're reaching out to an audience that maybe isn't paying attention to everything that you're seeing on cable news every day, the little minutiae of the campaign, the little things that happen day to day, whether it's the 47% video or something else that's happening that maybe people who follow politics are watching specifically and all the time. But these are people who are paying attention a little bit. They care about the economy, they care about jobs, and they're seeing a different side. They're seeing the personality of these people.
Now, Jacob, who do you think has been benefiting the most in this election cycle from pop culture? You know, you have, like I said, Clint Eastwood, who was at the RNC, and then, I know one of your best friends, Chuck Norris, was doing a really killer video. Those things I don't think really helped Mitt, because just the other day, Clint Eastwood said, hey, if you're stupid enough to ask me to come to a convention, basically calling that idea stupid. So who is benefiting the most? Which candidate?
Well, first of all, I don't know if you could consider Clint Eastwood or Chuck Norris pop culture at this stage in the game. No disrespect to them.
Well, you know that Chuck Norris can count to infinity twice, so just watch what you say, buddy.
He may karate chop me, and that would be the end. I think that President Obama obviously has young people that are on his side. He was just with Jay-Z and Beyonce in New York having a big fundraiser. Financially, he's certainly benefiting from those people. Let me just answer a sort of a different version of the question that you asked me also. How influential are people, pop culture, on candidates? They may not be influential on getting people to vote for one candidate or the other, but they can certainly be influential in getting people out to vote. And you can, just today or yesterday, Lupe Fiasco was getting into a back and forth. I just read this on MTV News with Roland Martin from CNN and D.L. Hughley about whether or not to vote in the first place. And in that situation, I think, somebody like Lupe Fiasco can make a big difference on whether or not people are going to get out to vote. If he's saying, I don't think it's important, but if he says, I'm voting for Obama over Romney, I don't think it makes that much of a difference.
Now, we mentioned Eva Longoria. She serves on Obama's re-election committee and recently spoke at the Democratic National Convention. Here at the Alma Awards, we had a chance to catch up to her, and here's what she said about her appearance at the DNC.
Oh my God, I don't think I've gotten more comments on any speech I've ever done. I mean, it was a really big deal, and it was really great.
Now, this comes off the back of what you just said, Jacob. Do people care what celebrities think when it comes to politics? Does the average person want to hear what someone like Lupe Fiasco, Clint Eastwood, or hear Eva Longoria has to say?
You know what? It sort of depends on how the message is delivered, in my opinion. We used to see, and this is something we're going to be talking about on HuffPost Live in the coming days, We used to see PSAs from candidates that were real straightforward, real earnest. And in my opinion, when you see those kind of things, it's like, who really cares? But when the message is delivered sort of in a funny way or in an irreverent way, I don't know if you've seen the West Wing ad that just came out in support of a candidate for judge, actually, in a smaller election. Those things may actually make a difference because people sort of see them and they have a laugh at them, and it sort of resonates. When candidates talk to you as if they're better than you, sorry, not candidates, but celebrities, if they talk to you as if they're better than you, if they know more than you, I think that's when people start to resent it, and it may backfire.
So what you're advocating is you want Will Ferrell to do a Funny or Die, go vote for this person. That's what's going to resonate with people the most.
Instead of a go vote for this person, just go vote in general, because celebrities do have a really large megaphone. But I don't believe that people really care who one celebrity is going to vote for over the other. But that doesn't mean celebrities shouldn't use their power to get people involved in the civic process, because they can't make it.
I'm not a big fan on just go out and vote, because I think sometimes that can mess up the system. Kim, what do you think? Do people care what celebrities have to say when it comes to politics?
Yes, I think go out and vote is a good message. Scarlett Johansson said that at the DNC, and I think it is also important what celebrity. Eva Longoria, again, a co-chair of President Obama's campaign. Clint Eastwood, whether you thought his speech was crazy or not, he's of a political background. He was mayor of Carmel. He's always been involved in politics. So as long as it's a celebrity who really is involved, not just a random celebrity for no reason, just to have a celebrity.
Yeah, but the creepy guy who loves Scarlett Johansson, do we really need him voting? I don't know. Okay, Jacob Soboroff.
Everyone should vote.
Make sure to catch him on HuffPost Live today, and Kim Seraphin from In Touch magazine. It's on newsstands now. Coming up next, it's Britney, bitch, as Glee once again celebrates Pop's princess.